guys. So Virgo, welcome back. I wanted to go ahead and do a storytelling where we kind of look at going down the different tunnels of life and where those winding travels take us sometimes. You notice that we have kind of a couple of different pathways, and it's like, which road will we take? This is a brand new backdrop courtesy of my most wonderful sister, and I just love it. And I was like, oh, this is so perfect. Let's go ahead and see where this one takes us. So if this is about, which of these pathways someone may take in life, first off, I want to start out with just what is the best possible scenario in each one of these pathways that this Virgo could take. And at every turn in life, we always have, a question of, do I do this or do I do that? Do I eat eggs for breakfast or do I have oatmeal? There's questions on everything. Okay, so the best possible outcome on path one, the one over here to my left, is a 3 of coins. There could be an amazing opportunity to collaborate with someone, to work with someone, to have success. The best possible outcome on the other side. And look at this arched doorway that the devil stands in is so reminiscent of this, right? But the best possible outcome on the other avenue that the Virgo could take would be possibly to confront the devil, to deal with a fear, to deal with something. So basically what it's looking like right now is that to my eyes anyway, I think that it's like, does the Virgo want to take a risk and communicate with someone, because it could turn out to be like, hey, finally we are getting things back on track. They want to work with me, I want to work with them. This is going to be amazing. We're going to heal these rifts, or at least now I know where we stand. At least now I face the fact that, hey, this was toxic, this was not for me, this is blocked maybe for a reason. So let me just ask though, what was the situation? We see that Virgo could take one road or the other, but what was the situation? Something that Virgo said, this is a 4 of cups. This is something that feels like a missed opportunity. This is a 9 of swords. It's something that stresses me out. And this is something that it could have been with a Libra, possibly, because we have justice here. Something feels really unfair, feels really imbalanced. So tell me about how and why. I mean, obviously, if something is unfair and something didn't end well, of course it's going to feel uncomfortable. But what does a Virgo believe was so imbalanced about this situation? I mean, other than it caused them stress, but we had an Ace of Wands. We had real passion. So it might have even been like, I don't understand how there could have been so much emotion and then it doesn't work out, or it becomes this missed opportunity. I don't understand how that happened. We have an Ace of Swords. Something here about, well, maybe there should have been a heck of a lot more communication. There should have been truth. Maybe the Virgo is saying, well, if only I could figure out how to let go of this. I wanted some kind of truth about what happened. Maybe the Virgo wants this person to tell them, did you just fall out of love with me? Did you, like, what happened? Tell me the truth. Because we had passion and then it was just gone. And that's the thing. It's we have the Sun card, and then we got the 2 of Wands. It's like, did I not make you happy then? Did you change your mind? Did somebody else make you happier than me? Is that what it was? I feel like basically what this is giving me the image of is this Virgo never got closure. This Virgo never understood what on earth happened. And that is the thing that they would like to know, what the heck happened. Can we see? No, we need a different deck. We need, let's go with this deck. Oh, and this one too. Okay, hold on. We're going to use the second deck first. Tell me about this whole situation. What did the Virgo, what do they believe happened? Like, what are their assumptions? Their assumptions is that somebody just moved on and never thought back at them. They thought that Virgo was just chaos and trouble and drama, and so they moved on into calmer waters. Okay, so what actually happened? What actually happened? The star in the reverse, there was something that wasn't healed, or maybe if Virgo was dealing with an Aquarius, maybe I don't know, somebody wasn't healed from something. They might have said, though, Virgo didn't hold on to me. They didn't love me enough to hold on to me. I say that because this is the story of Tam Lin. So in the Celtic world, the story is she falls in love with this stranger just immediately. And that same night they conceive a child. And then the next day, this stranger is captured by fairies, and in Celtic culture, fairies are evil, and they enchant this individual, and she, now pregnant with this child, has to rescue her lover, and so she has to have this daring like escape plan where she has to knock him off the horse and get him away from the fairies, and then wrap her arms around him. And because he's been enchanted by the fairies, he'll transform through these various ferocious beasts, lion, wild boar, and alligator. And she has to hold on tight until all of those enchantments spells have been broken, and then her lover is back to being a human. Although I think in that storyline, he never was actually a human at all. He was always like some kind of like mythical creature. But in any case, it's the power of love to hold on tightly to the one that we love, even during all of these gruesome transformations. And I'm wondering if in reality, this person thought, this Virgo's not my wish fulfillment because they won't hold on to me tightly while I go through these gruesome transformations. They don't have the strength to just stand beside me. I'm wondering, did this person actually hold on, how did they feel about Virgo? Four of Swords. Well, they were a train wreck. They didn't love anybody but themselves. Their life was a mess. So it's not fair for them to be putting any expectations on Virgo when they came to the table not having any space to give love. They were hogtied somehow. They were, this is like the big bad wolf. They were scared. They were tangled up in some kind of a mess. Hanged Man in the reverse, and they kind of wanted Virgo to save them, give me the kiss of true love so you can awaken this sleeping beauty. I think this person had a really high expectation of what Virgo needed to do for them. You need to save me, you need to fix me, you need to heal me. They basically, masculine or feminine doesn't matter, they came in with this idea that Virgo has to go through my emotional obstacle course that only I know I've set up for Virgo, and I'll be testing them along the way to see, do they love me enough? Will they hold on tight to me? Will they fight for me and make me feel really loved and cherished? But when I asked how do they feel about Virgo, it's like, what? How do I feel for Virgo? I can't answer that. I'm too tangled up. I need to be saved. Didn't you know Virgo's job is to save me? That's what this storyline looks like. So let's go back to the original aspect of this story, which is there are two different roads that this Virgo can take, and what would be the best possible outcomes regardless of what happens. And one road says, well, there could be this wonderful understanding. And then the other road is like, well, I could face the devil. Let's go back to that, because what I'm wondering now is, does that represent the Virgo letting go of this and not looking back and just moving forward and meeting somebody else and having an amazing life with them? Or if they do choose to still try to get an answer out of that person, it's like, I'm going to finally face the devil. Because maybe Virgo's been a little bit obsessed with like, what the heck happened? If there was not an answer on what the heck happened, I can understand why somebody is still kind of stuck trying to figure it out. But we looked into this a little bit, and for this character, doesn't look like they were ready to give too much. All right, so let's just see. What does that Three of Coins represent for the Virgo? The Two of Wands, the Hermit. Yeah. If this Virgo leaves this in the past and chooses a whole different route, I mean, frankly, it kind of looks like it could be a much healthier life. There, I said it. That's what we got. Okay. What if they choose this pathway to face the devil, to face the obsession, to face the thing that still rattles around in their head? We have a Two of Cups in the reverse. I mean, either way, whatever pathway this Virgo chooses could be really soul fulfilling, because in this case, it would be like, if I do choose to reach out to this person and I face like, why did you abandon me? Oh, because you think that I wasn't there for you enough, but I couldn't even understand, what did you want from me? How did you feel about me? And this person's response is, what do you mean? I didn't feel any way about you. I wanted you to love me, for you to jump through my emotional hoops. I wanted Virgo to do for me whatever I wanted. I wanted to pull strings like a puppeteer and make Virgo jump through hoops and show me that I was really valuable. This person seems to be pretty toxic. And if Virgo faces them, what they may realize is this is a false twin flame. Maybe there was passion, but there never really was love, because I'm not sure that person can love. Not in this story, not with what we've seen there. Let's get one last card on that. I said one, and we got 3 more. We've got a 9 of coins. We've got the Mastery of Swords, which is the King of Swords. And we have the Mastery of Coins in the reverse, which is like the King of Pentacles in the reverse. It almost seems like, please forgive me, this is not a real like happy, lighthearted story, but it almost seems like if Virgo faces this person again, they may be kind of stunned to discover that this person still just plays their same old games. They feel very entitled to this. Could be a King of Swords, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who's like, you notice how they have like the sooty little angel wings, and they're kind of like they got this bad boy, bad girl persona, a little bit of like the anti-hero here, and they may actually like let Virgo know that, like, what do you mean? I'm totally happy being alone. You didn't give me what I wanted. You don't have enough to satisfy me. And that's not the case at all. What it really was is Virgo doesn't jump through those emotional hoops. So maybe Virgo is really better off being single, at least if the only option was to be with this person, because this is a false twin flame. This seems to be, and I'm sorry that it seems like such a messy little story. But it looks like this person is pretty much like they just do what they want. But if they're going to make Virgo feel less than, like, yeah, well, I didn't pick you because you don't have what I want. The reality of this is no, this person, they play a lot of games. They are not being governed by their higher self. They don't have white little angel wings. They got dark ones. That's for a reason. This person is quite full of themselves. They know how to withhold certain information. They kick back. They come across as just so arrogant, even though they're in the upright. But it kind of looks like they would be trying to tell the Virgo that, yeah, well, I didn't pick you because I didn't want what you were offering, because you didn't offer very much. And that's not true. What they wanted was, I'm going to offer you nothing, and you're going to basically crawl for me. You're going to grovel for me. That's what I expect from my mates. That's what I expect from my lovers. I want you to be the person who makes me feel special all the time. And I set up all kinds of obstacles. And anytime you don't perform the way I want you to, guess what? I tell you that you're not enough. That's an ugly message. It's an ugly story. And that is maybe why it's a devil and something to stay away from. Remember, these are fictional. I am not telling you this is who anybody is in your real life. I am not a psychic. I don't talk about any real living, breathing human being. I only tell a story that comes out in these cards, and it is always fiction. I always say, only listen to my storytelling for entertainment purpose. And if there's, interesting new food for thought, it's just like watching a movie. We are not these characters. We make different choices. The people in our lives are different than these characters, but we have this luxury of watching these characters play things out. And then we can say, what would I do if I were in their shoes, and yet there's no risk or anything involved, because we are not these characters, and our life will be different, and the people in our lives will behave differently. So I hope that explains my art a little differently. If you do enjoy it, if you're watching, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. It lets me know you like the channel and want me to keep doing it, and then I shall. Also, just heads up, very soon I will be gone for a while, but I will have a bunch of pre-recorded videos that'll be coming out. So, and I'll let you know when that begins, but I just wanted everybody to be aware of that, because that is by design. This is not any shock or surprise, but it might surprise you if I didn't mention it first. But yeah, so you'll see I'll be gone for a couple weeks, and yet the videos will still be coming out because they will have been all pre-recorded. So it'll be just a little different tempo for a little bit, but then I'll be back as always. All right, take care, guys. Bye.